Yo, haha, Miltnificent.
Did they just expand the Yeezy line by not one, not two, not three, but now 9 Yeezy slides? If you look at it, there's some colorways I think that look similar to the Adidas slides, at least the Adidas Yeezy slides that released not too long ago. But there are some ones that's actually new, and it looks like they switched up the website just a little bit. But let's talk about it. What is good, YouTube? Your boy Miltnificent coming back with another quick video, and actually kind of do this live. If you look on Yeezy.com, there's some interesting things that I've seen change up since this website started up. Looks like Yeezy's really expanding. On the website, though, if you look at the top, kind of like actually the very top, it's like a sub menu or a filter. When you see that clock, the clock at the top, which I think is an indicator of, let me sort through the things that have recently kind of released versus the older things that kind of released. Because basically, if you hit that clock, you'll notice that like one of the first things that released on Yeezy.com was the bikini. So that's usually at the kind of at the bottom, and at the top will be the newest. But if you see at the top, you'll see that there were 3 different colorways that were kind of added on the Yeezy.com website. Let me try to go through every Yeezy.com, or at least every Yeezy slide that I've seen released that I kind of see that kind of releases similar to the Adidas Yeezy slide. So let's look at this real quick and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So we've seen in years past the Yeezy slide, this one kind of like the Black Series. If you're looking at this, it kind of looks like the Yeezy Onyx to a certain point. And then when you kind of venture off to the next colorway that's kind of after that, this one to me looks like a new colorway. It doesn't necessarily look like the Black Series that released not too long ago, but it's not dark enough. So it's like a dark brownish colorway that we haven't seen on Yeezy.com. So I kind of like that, but it's one of those things that I'm going to look at certain Yeezy slides and their colors to see which one I might get if it's a colorway that I haven't seen before. So we're going to continue to look at this and then look at the actual next colorway, which I feel like is another colorway that we kind of seen that we haven't seen. And I think this looks closer to the Flax series, but not necessarily. Again, Adidas had different Yeezy colorways that dropped, but I don't remember seeing this colorway. So this also looks like a new colorway, kind of the whole Yeezy slide lineup. The next one does look like the Yeezy Flax because you look at the color hue and it has similarities to the Yeezy Flax series. So I could kind of see like them releasing kind of Adidas Yeezy colorways that dropped on the Yeezy.com and try to kind of mimic what they usually have. But this one I think looks more closer to the Flax series than anything. And then as they keep going, you'll see that this new Yeezy, I think they call it a Slide Blue. It kind of resembles to what you've seen in terms of the Adidas Azure, but it doesn't. I think this is more like a light blue, and it doesn't really look like the whole slate marine. So this is a kind of like a picture right here, all 3 of them together looking at the hue, but this is based off pictures. Sometimes pictures are different from what you actually see kind of up close, but yeah, the colorways are pretty similar, but I feel like this is kind of considered a brand new Yeezy slide colorway. And then when you keep going back and looking at this colorway, I don't know if this one was closer to the, if anybody remembers the ochre colorway, but it kind of looks like that, but it kind of looks new. So I would say that kind of looks new to a certain point. I haven't really seen this color hue. This is kind of new in my opinion, but if I were to guess, let me see. And looking at this color, I would say it looks more like a gray. So like a light gray. So think of like the Yeezy slip-on, remember these? And they came out the Black series, and it kind of reminds me of this hue to a certain point. So they didn't really come out with an Adidas Yeezy slide that had that colorway. So that looks kind of dope. But then looking at the rest of it, like this one right here looks more like the bone colorway in the Adidas Yeezy slide. You know, there's definitely some similarities there, but it may not be exactly the same colorway. Just keep that in mind. Then also, if you're looking at the next one, which I believe I haven't seen either, like I've never seen this colorway, unless you want to consider the Yeezy 450 maybe close, but this is definitely not something that we've seen before. So I would consider this a new colorway. And then when you look at the last one, which is the Yeezy Slide, it looks like the white series. There's never been an Adidas Yeezy white colorway that I can think of. If anything, I would say that the Q would look similar to what we've seen, and again in the Yeezy kind of Yeezy slippers, where this was out in white. And I don't know what happened. People have been asking to me what happened to the Adidas. Sorry, the Adidas, the Yeezy slip-on white and then the gray, because that's been removed. The black is still on the website, but it's not. But comment below, man. Let me know what you think about these changes with the whole Yeezy.com thing. You see that they are expanding the colorways, expanding the different slides, expanding the merchandise. I think I saw another leather jacket get put on there. It's definitely expanding from what it was, but are you liking this? Are you buying into this? Or, what's keeping you from making these purchases, if anything, on Yeezy.com? I know some people are going to say it's the whole shipment thing, but some people are noticing that when they had ordered the Adidas, when they ordered the Yeezy Slide, at least the black series, that they've noticed that the shipment's been coming in faster. So I haven't really seen any other colorways being shipped, although there are more colorways on the website that are available. Your boy Miltnificent, man. I am out. One thing to keep in mind, again, if you're wondering, the foam series, in terms of foam, this is EVA foam. It does say on the Yeezy.com website. I just noticed that towards the heel and that indent, that there is a slight difference between the Adidas Yeezy Slide versus the Yeezy.com slide that we're seeing, outside of just not having the Adidas logo on it. It's that indent in the back where it looks a little bit different when you compare them in terms of the picture. It looks like it's a little bit, I think they made a little subtle change towards the back of the heel in terms of the Yeezy Slide. But for $20, hey, can't lose. Until then, your boy Miltnificent. We'll see if Yeezy.com comes out with more colorways in the Slide series. I am out, and you guys stay blessed.